Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. And today we are gonna talk about how I knew I was gay. Yes, I am gay, and today we're gonna talk about it. So let's get started. First, I need to say, please ignore my face. I have only like lipstick and a little bit of mascara on, so ignore my face. But let's get started. I think we're gonna start in kindergarten. I was maybe like 5 years old, um, and um, I had this like friend, um, which I specifically remember, that I really liked. Like I really wanted to, I don't know, be friends with her. I really liked her, and I thought that it's like normal, like everyone like has this thing, in kindergarten, like you always had your first like little crush. So let's just say it was my like little first crush. So I really wanted to be her friend. I wanted to spend time with her like all the time when I was you know with her. um so that was definitely first first thing. So let's move like couple years later. So I was probably like 6 years, no, like 8 years old. Because when I was 6 years old, like in Poland we have something like, I don't know if, I'm sorry, my cat, but I am from Poland, so we have like this class which is I don't know, you are in kindergarten and you are in this like specific like class. I don't know if it's like, I don't know the word for this. So you're in kindergarten, and this like middle something in 1 year, and then you go to school. So when I was in like this middle class, I had a crush on this boy, who at the time I thought was really pretty, and a lot of girls liked him, and I liked him too. But like, we're gonna like talk about this later. But this was my first boy crush. So 2 years later, when I was 8 years old, I had this friend. Her name, let's name her, I don't know. Let's name her Jenny. So I had this friend Jenny, and she was with me in my class, and she was really pretty, and I really wanted to be her friend, like, and I was so jealous of her best friend. Like, I was so jealous, and I was so shy to come to her and talk to her. I was so shy and so nervous when I had to talk to her, but I was so excited every time that we talked. So I really liked her, and I really wanted to be her friend for a really, really long time, like 4 years. We're talking about like 4 years. So yeah, I really wanted to be her friend, like desperate. But I didn't know that I have a crush on them. Like, looking for. I'm sorry, my cat is doing some weird things. Let's just ignore him. So I didn't know I had a crush on her. Like, I didn't realize that. Like, looking at this now I definitely had a crush on her, but I remember that one time I thought like, I don't know how to like describe this, but one time I was like, I think like I love Jenny, and I wasn't like, so so one time I was like 9 or 8 years old at the time, and one time I thought about like, when I was gonna get married, I wanna marry Jenny. Like it was just like a single thought that I think I love her, and but like just a second later, I was like, that's weird. Okay, so I needed to change my spot because my neighbors were just let's just say annoying. So I am in my brother's room right now. So I have my brothers in mine because we have the same room. So yeah, let's go back to our story. So so when I had this thought that when I was gonna marry someone, I wanted to be Jenny. And I had this thought that I love her, that I like her. But just a second later came another thought, which was like, you don't love her. Like, girls supposed to be love boys. Like, girls love boys. Like, just don't think about it. And I really had this thought, and I didn't think about it. So that was my first like thought that I love some girl. So like I said before, I had this crush on Jenny like in like I don't know, like 4 years, and in like when I was like 11 years old, I think, me and Jenny got really close. Like in like, I don't know, it was like 2 months, but we were like really close friends, and I was really happy with that. I was so happy, but like I realized in my head that I like her at this time. I just realized that I like her, but I just didn't really like wanted to think about it. Like I was just like, I had this thought that I like her like in the back of my head, but I just didn't want to think about it, you know. So after just like probably like 2 months, when me and Jenny were really close, we started to like separate. Like I had these friends, she had these friends, and we didn't really talk to each other. So yeah, and then when I was 12 years old, I started to like talk to that girl, and we became like friends. We really liked each other. She was like nice and like little like shy, but she was nice. And she like she was in that group of like popular people, but people didn't really like her. So I started to being friends with her, and then we became like best friends, and we were so happy. We like seen each other and go out each other, and it was really fun. But when I was 12 years old, I was actually diagnosed with depression, and I'm gonna maybe talk about it like in like uh, another video. But I was diagnosed with depression, and at the same time, because she was a little bit like bigger, let's just say, she wasn't like really big, but she was like bigger. So and I just to be clear, I don't have anything like to people who like are a little bit bigger, if if you are happy with your body, go for it, girl or boy. Go for it. Like, it's not a problem for me. So, back to my story. She was a little bit bigger, and she started to like eat less, and she started to like lose weight, and she started to doing really like unhealthful, like really not healthy things, let's just say. um and she had bulimia, and I really like helped her. She was like the most important person in my life at that moment. We really helped each other. We really like loved each other. um um I'm sorry, but this topic is really hard for me because I was in a relationship with that girl for like couple years. And it was very toxic relationship, and maybe I don't know, maybe I'm gonna like film another video for that. But it's just like really hard topic for me because I ended this relationship like just like a few months ago, so you know. But back to my story. So and after some time I started to um like think that I may like her, like she is pretty, and I like thought of her like a lot. And it was this time that I started to questioning my sexuality, and I started to think about it. I started to think about who I am, who I like, and it was really hard for me. And she really helped me with that, but I didn't um say to her like that I like her. Like she didn't knew about it. But she really helped me in that. Like, questioning my sexuality was really like hard time for me because I didn't know who I am. I didn't know who I like. I was so confused. And it was really hard for me, and it was hard for me to accept it. And not really because of other people. I don't give a fuck what other people think about my life, my choices. Like, I respect that, but like, I do what I do. Like, this is my life, not yours. So I didn't care that much of what other people gonna think about it, because my family is really like supportive, and they accept people. So I wasn't scared, but it was just hard for me because um I don't know, for like myself, like I didn't knew who I like. And like, I think some of you might know this feeling. It was like so hard for me. um I don't know. I don't know how to explain this, but I think I was so confused. And yeah, I was so confused, and I didn't know much about the topic. Like, I didn't know much about the LGBTQ community, Q plus community. So I started to like Google something like how do I know I am gay? How do I know I am lesbian? How do I know I'm bisexual? And I googled things like this. I started to watch people on YouTube who like, film this type of video that I am filming right now. um I started to read about it. I just really was into the topic, and at that time. So I became like there. I don't know how to say this. It was finally that time that I accepted And I said it only to my best friend that I talked like before. Let's name her like, I don't know, Jessica. So Jessica really, I told Jessica about it, and I told my mom. My mom is like, okay, like nice. Okay, she didn't care much about it because she was like, okay, like nice, you know. So yeah, and there was in my school was a lot of like rumors about me liking girls and me being crazy because I had a depression. And at the time I was going to school in a really like small town, so um people like thought that I'm crazy, or that depression isn't really like serious, or I'm faking it. So people make fun of me, like really bullied me for that. And it was so hard for me. So when I was in seventh grade, I was 13 years old at the time, I think. So, or maybe not, I don't know. I think I was 13 years old. Um, so I started to quit school. I didn't want to go to school. I was so scared of school. I had like really bad teachers in school who bullied me as well as other people. So I started to be like really, really, really scared because teachers were really mean to me and bullied me. Um, the kids were bullying me as well, and I was so terrified of that. And um, in that year, I started to like do homeschool and stuff. So let's just move that topic. I just needed to like a little like gave you like the view of how my life was looking, yeah, at the time. And at the time, like I had this best friend, Jessica, and me and Jessica had a really really toxic relationship. Like I wanted to kill myself a few times, and she knew about it, and it was because of her and because of the people at school. Because in school she was bullying me, but in private she was like the most sweet person in my life. And I was like I said, in so toxic relationship. I really trust her, like I loved her, she was my best friend, she was my everything. And like, I don't know, 3 or 4 years. So this actually made my depression worse. Cause I was on like really like, I don't know, my brain was just like washed. I was in this really toxic relationship with her, and then like 2 years later, when I suffered in that relationship, i I wanted to kill myself like a few times. I cut myself. I was in a really bad place in my life, and I was still a little bit confused about my sexuality because at the time I never been with a girl, with a woman. So I was like, you can't like women when you like ever had a girlfriend, you know? So I was just so confused, and all of this was just too much for me. But I finally said to her that I like her, and it was a few months ago. really, from now. So I said to her that I like her, and um like, I don't know how to describe this, because I said to her like officially that I like her a few months ago, but like, mm, I don't know how to say this. I'm gonna talk about this more in my video with my toxic relationship, because it was so crazy and I don't want this video to be so long. So and this is whole another topic, but it is like, I don't know, um I'm gonna talk about it in a different video, but I think that if you want to know my whole story, how my um how all this looked like, um I need to make this video, because if I'm gonna make only this video that I'm recording right now, you're gonna be a little bit confused, because these two stories are really like into each other, and I'm missing a lot of details which are really important in that video, because they were really important to me and my sexuality. But this video is gonna be too long, so I am gonna talk about it in a different video. But let's just say that after Jessica, I met this girl that I have known for a few years, but we just started talking, and she told me that she's got a crush on me, and I was like, okay, I have a crush on you too. And let's just say this girl was so like similar looking to Cheryl Blossom um from Riverdale. I love Riverdale, and Cheryl Blossom is one of my biggest crush ever. So if you love Cheryl Blossom, write me in the comment. Like, I'm gonna love you. so so she was like, she looked like Cheryl, but it was not big like that reason because I liked her. I liked her because I liked her, and I had a girlfriend. And I was so happy, but I broke up with her, and it was me who broke up. I broke up with her because I didn't feel like I wasn't ready to be in a relationship because of my toxic relationship with which I still was in that relationship at the time when I had my girlfriend. I still was in a relationship with Jessica, so I felt like it was just like unfair to my girlfriend, because I love still Jessica, but it wasn't like I loved her. I was just in a really toxic relationship, which I don't know how to describe this, but it wasn't like I love her, but I just couldn't could not give my girlfriend that attention that I was supposed to give her, because my mind was just, I'm sorry, my dad. So my mind were just still around Jessica, and my brain was just so like washed that I could not be in a other relationship. And believe me, Jessica didn't want it either. She just wanted to destroy me for like 3 years, and it's getting darker. Why? I'm back. So about Jessica, we are gonna talk about Jessica. Like I said in another video, you know that already. So, I broke up with this girl, with my girlfriend, and I was so sad about it because I felt like I loved her, but I broke up with her. I just blamed myself for everything. Mm, so yeah, that was my story. I think we're gonna end here, because like I said, you need to hear the story about my toxic relationship, because it is a huge part of this story, and it is a huge part of my LGBT Q plus story. Um so I know you may be confused, but don't worry, I'm gonna film this video not today, but maybe tomorrow, so you can have bigger view on everything. So yeah, but I wanted to say that if you are struggling with your sexuality, you are trying to find yourself or who you like, don't worry. I know it's hard, and you are gonna make that. um I know how it feels, I know that, and I know how hard it is, for really, I know how hard it is. And if your family isn't as supportive as mine, I'm so sorry for you. But let's just talk to them, maybe. They are your family, so I think if they are your family, they supposed to understand you. They have to understand you. They have to accept you, not understand you, but accept you for who you are, because they are your family. So if you're struggling with your sexuality, don't worry, it is all gonna be okay. It is okay to like girls, and boys who boys who look like girls. It is okay for just boys. It is okay to be who you are. It is okay to be yourself. So remember that it's okay to be yourself. Be yourself. um don't give a fuck what other people tell you, what other people think. It is your life. It is your brain, your body, your mind. Do what you want to do. Like who you like, date who you wanna date, and do what you want to do, because it's your life, not the others. So yeah, this is my story. Subscribe if you like this video. I know it was a little bit I don't know, confusing, because the story is not complete. But like this video if you want to, if you liked it. Oh my god, I'm so weird. But like this video, give me a comment. And yeah, see you in my other videos. I don't know what I'm doing about it. Bye! Okay, this is from Nikki. To all my little gays here, to all my bisexuals, to all my pansexuals, to all my straight people here. Kisses. I love you guys. Bye. Happy Pride Month.